The crowd gathered as the ticker tape parade proceeded up Broadway from Battery Park, and all along the route, cheering fans and lots of confetti. City Hall, as we mentioned earlier, sheer bedlam as the governor and mayor tried to speak. When Master of Ceremonies Mel Allen couldn't quiet the massive crowd, well, Reggie Jackson tried.
We would like to talk to you, but you have to be quiet or you won't be able to hear anything we're going to say. Everyone try to just please keep quiet, try to key down, stay in control. We would like to talk to you. We want to spend time with you. We want to share some things with you. If you just keep it quiet, please.
Well, it wound up being a short ceremony at City Hall. Police were afraid things just might get out of hand. Why did 50,000 people jam into the area around City Hall? Well, they wanted to see their team that they agonized over through a long, rough season. Now, Jerry Girard recounts the trials, the tribulations, and the triumphs, too, right after this.
It's been a long, tough road, but the Yanks have made it to the series, and the Yanks have made it to Burger King, too. Post your favorite team in your Hall of Fame.
Get your New York Yankees team poster, and it's free when you buy anything at Burger King.
Action-packed, star-studded, sure to be a hit with every Yankees fan. Make a run for your New York Yankee team poster today at participating Burger King restaurants until October 31st, while supplies last.
Now that he's running for governor, Perry Duryea is talking tough on crime and the death penalty. But in 17 years as a state legislator, he never sponsored a death penalty bill until now. And under Duryea and the Republicans, the maximum sentence for a juvenile was 18 months, no matter what the crime. Under Hugh Carey, we have the toughest anti-crime laws ever, and some violent juveniles can be sent away for life. That's a fact. The more you know the facts, the more you know Hugh Carey's right for governor.
Invest in land. Oh, no, thank you. Then a gusher. Ah, oil suits you, partner. It'd make a very good long-term investment.
Is it a sure thing?
Is a groundhog service, shut up?
You see, at Manufacturers Hanover, the special 90-day high-interest account is a sure thing. Now, I can put in as little as $400 and earn high interest quarterly. Well, adios.
Oh. Invest in bees.
I'm investing where I won't get stung.
Sure thing savings plans, only at Manufacturers Hanover.
Get up, get down to TSS for the smoothest disco fashions around. High-steppin' in-disco shoes at a dynamite price, only $8.99. Get it together at TSS with a soft suede and knit hooded sweater, only $12.88. Sensational. There's lots more happening in the TSS Inflation Fighter Store Manager's Sales Circular. Check it out today at TSS.
Okay, let's set the stage. It's the All-Star break, July 11. The Yankees are 11.5 games behind the Boston Red Sox. Suddenly, George Steinbrenner starts managing the team from the front office. He devises a new lineup with Thurman Munson in right field, Gary Thomason in left, and Reggie Jackson as DH. But, Jerry, the bottom kind of falls out the night of July 17 when the Yankees lose to KC.
Oh, how I remember. That was the night Billy told Reggie to bunt, and he swung away. Open defiance of the manager. Reggie gets suspended for 5 days, and when he gets back, the Yankees are starting to win. Martin has the front office behind him, and it looks like the worst is over. But suddenly, Martin rips into Steinbrenner and Jackson at the airport, calls them liars, and before they can fire him, he quits in tears. The Yankees need a new manager. Al Rosen likes Bob Lemon, his old teammate. Lemon is available because the White Sox have just fired him. And Steinbrenner says, yes, he's our man. And as soon as Lemon takes over, he shows he's the boss. He makes changes.
I can't say he'll be DH, but he's going to play for us. I don't think that we can make a run at anybody unless Reggie plays.
Well, where does that leave Munson then in right field?
Munson's about ready to catch again.
The changes make sense. They work. The Yankees continue to win, but the drama isn't over. Old-timers Day at the stadium, and a capacity crowd is stunned in the middle of the ceremonies.
When I quit the other day, I called George and told him how I apologized for what was said. I did say it. I don't know why I said it. I was angered at the time. I had no reason to say it. And I feel very bad about it.
But Billy the Kid will be back. Not now, so he, Lemon, and Reggie are happy. Now the only enemy is the Red Sox. And the Red Sox have two enemies, the Yankees and the Red Sox, because Boston is starting to beat themselves. And the lead, which was once 14 games on July 19th, is collapsing in huge chunks. And by the time the Yankees roar into Fenway Park on September 7th, the Sox lead by only 4. And that was the night the Boston Massacre began. The Yankees riddled line drives around Fenway like a machine gun, and the big gunner was Willie Randolph, who drove in 5.
Base hit. White will score, and Randolph might try for 2. Nope, he changes his mind. Yaz plays that wall as well, better than anyone.
Yes, absolutely. And another base hit and 2 more runs, maybe 3. It gets by Yastrzemski. Yep, 3 RBIs for Willie Randolph on a double up the alley in left center. Holy cow. And another base hit for Randolph, and another RBI, his 5th of the night. The Yankees lead 13-2.
Final 15-3, and now game 2. The bombardment continues. This home run by Piniella makes it 9-0. Final 13-2. The reaction of Yaz and Lynn says it all. Then it's Guidry, 4-0 on Saturday. The Yanks 7-4 on Sunday. And incredibly, they're all tied for first place. But no time to rest. There are still 3 weeks to go, and the Red Sox are coming to the stadium for another showdown. When they arrive, Ron Guidry is waiting. The Yankee bats are still smoking, and everybody is afraid the Yankees may run out of gas. Still plenty of time to go. They're ready for this weekend.
Still deep to right center. Fred Lynn cannot get the ball. It's a home run. And the Yankees lead 3-0. Chris Chambliss is just as the 11th home run of the year over the wall at the 385-foot mark. And the Yankees take a 3-0 lead over the Boston Red Sox. What a contrast to the benches. Hit the right. That ball is gone.
Four runs for Guidry is plenty. He shuts out the Red Sox on 2 hits. That's twice in 1 week. And after the Yanks win 2 out of 3, the Red Sox leave town trailing by 2.5. The Yankees keep winning, but Boston snaps out of a 2, and it's still a race. On September 24th, Guidry beats Detroit for his 20th win. And while he's still the ace, now he has a supporting cast. Catfish is healthy again. He's throwing hard, and he's going the distance, giving the bullpen some rest. And when they need that bullpen, Gossage is throwing fire. Remember, 2nd and 3rd for Toronto, 9th inning, Yankees leading 3-2.
Start at second, struck him out with a breaking ball. Struck him out, first 2 down.
By the way, the Red Sox lead Oakland 8-6 after 6.
Struck him out, and Guthrie did it, Bill, just as you called it, struck out the side. 3 strikeouts in a row to
And so after 57 games under Bob Lemon, the Yankees are 45-12. But in the final week, they lose a couple, including their last game to the Indians. Yankees 99-63, Red Sox 99-63. So the season is over, but the Yankees and Red Sox are tied for first place. On Monday, October 2nd, they'll meet in the first playoff game held in American League history in 30 years. And I'll be right back with highlights of that game, which some people call one of the greatest games ever played.
It's been a long, tough road, but the Yanks have made it to the series, and the Yanks have made it to Burger King, too. Post your favorite team in your Hall of Fame.
Get your New York Yankees team poster, and it's free when you buy anything at Burger King.
Action-packed, star-studded, sure to be a hit with every Yankees fan. Make a run for your New York Yankee team poster today at participating Burger King restaurants until October 31st, while supplies last.
Aren't you Reggie Jackson?
Yes.
Well, don't you collect cars and own a Rolls Royce?
Yes.
Well, then what are you doing with a Volkswagen Rabbit?
Because it does everything I want it to do. Holds everything I want it to hold.
Well, wait a minute. You hit 3 consecutive home runs off 3 different pitches in the last game of the World Series. You can drive any car you want. Why a Volkswagen Rabbit?
Because the only person I have to impress is me.
Volkswagen does it again.
Last April, 2 policemen were killed on this street in Brooklyn. The man accused of those killings is a former Attica rioter who was pardoned by Governor Carey over the strong objections of his own special investigator. As governor, my policies will never invite a criminal to commit another crime. I will make our prisons more secure and toughen policies on pardons and parole. Your rights, not those of criminals, are my chief concern.
Perry Duryea for governor.
Do your best, will you? I'm trading it in. I just got my new car loan approved.
Looks like it took them 20 years to approve your loan.
I got mine in 24 hours.
Where?
Manufacturers Hanover. Hey, that's where I got my car loan. You got checking and savings with them? Yeah. Then you got a lower rate on your loan. Follow that bumper. I better get my new car in a hurry. No rush. Our bank gives you 90 days to shop around. Abandon ship.
At Manufacturers Hanover, we want you to have that auto loan as much as you do.
Okay, Fenway Park, Boston, October 2nd. Yankee ace Ron Guidry versus former Yankee ace Mike Torres. And, Jerry, it seems that even the chance to become world champions boils down to this one game.
Yeah, Stephen, this is when the patience of Bob Lemon paid off. He stayed with the guys he believed in, and they came through. But it wasn't easy. Once again, they had to come from behind. After a sharp first inning, Guidry was stung by Yastrzemski, a blazer just inside the foul pole, 1-0 Red Sox. It stayed that way until the 6th when Jim Rice singled after Burleson doubled, 2-0 Red Sox. It's getting late. Now Chambliss singles to left in the 7th. Roy White keeps it going. He bangs out another single, tying runs on base. Bucky Dent is due up. I say pinch hitter, anybody. No, Lemon stays with Dent. He had faith in him.
Yastrzemski will not get its home run. A 3-run home run for Bucky Dent. The Yankees now lead it by a score of 3-2. Bucky Dent has just hit his 5th home run of the year into the screen. And look at that Yankee bench, led by Bob Lemon. Big Cliff John.
More. Rivers walks in front of Munson, then steals second. He didn't have to. Munson rips one. Now it's 4-2. Jackson then comes through with insurance. Insurance, my eye. This one turned out to be gold. A run whose time was coming because the Sox came back with 2 in the 8th. And with the Yanks 5-4 in the 9th, Burleson walks with 1 out. It brings up Jerry Remy. He rips a Gossage fastball to right, and the whole season is about to go past Piniella. Somehow he flags it down, and Burleson plays it safe at second. Gossage gets Rice, and now it's the Goose against Yaz for all the marbles.
Popped up. That might be it. Nettles over at third base. He'll squeeze it, and it's over. Yastrzemski fouls out the Yankee third baseman, Greg Nettles, and look at those Yankees. They have come here in Boston, and they have beaten the Red Sox again. Everybody's happy. The final score, the Yankees 5, the Red Sox 4, and the Yankees win the 1978 American League Eastern Pennant.
The whole season was riding on one game, and the Yankees came through. It is happy time here at Yankee dressing room in Fenway Park. Let's just look at some of the Can you describe what it was like to hit one over the Green Monster at that point?
Well, it was probably the biggest hit of my career. I'm not a power hitter, and I just try to, swing the bat and make good contact. And on that pitch, I was just looking to hit the ball somewhere so we could score a run.
And it's that simple.
No, it ain't that simple. It's that hard.
But really, who had time to breathe? The plane was waiting. The Royals were waiting. The playoffs start the next day in Kansas City. It's Jim Beattie. Nobody else is ready. And the Yankees give him a lead to work on. Second inning, and that man Dent is still unconscious.
It's the ball sharply, base hit. That'll get a run in. White will score, and the Yankees go out in front 1-0. That one is well hit down toward the right field corner, and it is a fair ball off the wall in play. 1 run will score. Ball is still in play, and Nettles will go for third as Jackson scores. Throw to third base, and he is safe at third.
A little watch for Bosky, as Frank was telling you. Rub the ball up, meditate, then pound it into his glove, and turn around quickly and about face. He's really milking this one, Frank. What's this?
He knows he's being seen everywhere. There it is, and there's the fan reaction to it. They love it out here in Kansas City.
Oh, that's gone. That is gone. Reggie Jackson has just hit a 3-run homer, and now that act won't go over too well. And the Yankees lead 7-1. Holy cow, did he hit that one.
Game 2 was a laugher for the Royals, so they flew to the stadium to decide the issue. And that Friday game was something. Once again, the Yanks with their backs to the wall. 5-4 Royals, last of the 8th. A man on, and the captain at the plate.
Deep left center. Wilson going way back. He'll not get to it. For Thurman Munson, and the Yankees lead it by 1. Thurman Munson coming through in the clutch. That's about as far as you can hit a ball in this ballpark. Give me a holy cow. Holy cow, I don't believe it.
It's true, Phil. It's true. The Yanks need one more to clinch another pennant. And I had an idea that once again, because of the combination of the home run and the defense, they had that little extra on Kansas City. We all respected the Royals, but just weren't as good a team as the Yankees, and I thought the form would hold up going into that Saturday game. They gave the ball to Guidry.
That one is well hit. Could tie this ball game up. And it's tied up on the home run by Greg Nettles.
Gone. Yankees now lead 2-1. Roy White ripping one down the line. It was gone all the way. His 5th base hit of the series. And the Yankees now lead 2-1.
George Brett says whenever they play the Yankees, it brings out the best in the Yankees, and I think it brings out the best. There he goes. And line easy double play. What a break for the Yankees. He hit a bullet to Nettles. If it had gotten by him, it would have been first and third.
Jerry, you got me all excited. You know, I got to believe that there can't have been very many Yankee seasons that have been more spectacular, more key to the fans than this year.
Yeah, you know, it left me emotionally drained. I remember thinking after this game, you mean we have to play another series before we get the championship? How can that be? There was still more to come. Yeah.
Good. Now, Jerry and I will return to wrap up our special coverage of the comeback of the Yankees 1978 with 10 great moments from the World Series. And that'll be coming up right after this.
If you're like an outstanding World Series, 3 home runs in 1 game.
Now that was a day I'll never forget. And it helped me to get my own candy hit. Reggie, with a rich caramel center, lots of fresh roasted peanuts, and a super chocolatey covering. Reggie, the candy they named after me. Reggie, you taste pretty good.
Okay, Jerry, let's talk about the World Series for a moment. I've heard you say several times, anyway, that the key to the World Series was defense. Now, the Yankees, in the field, they were spectacular, and the Dodgers were the opposite.
I thought it was the main difference between the two teams. It's an underestimated part of the game, and it's always been that way with the Yankees, and you can't blame all the publicity they gave DiMaggio and Mantle and Berra because they did hit the home runs. But in those days, tight defense. You look through the World Series records, you'll see almost no errors at all from Rizzuto and Sternweiss and Joe Gordon. They were incredible. They were a big part of the Yankee success back in those years at the Dynasty. Now, we put together a montage of scenes that you'll remember. This is for that cold day in January when you're snowed in and you're thinking back to the World Series and those wonderful images. Take a look now. These are images of games you'll never forget, dramatic moments of the World Series.
Dent, second. Blair at first. 2 outs. Hit hard once again. Nettles will go to second. He does. The run. Bases are full. Nettles with a great play. The dial to get the run of the game. 2 runs. We're down 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Gossage against save. The whole season may be wrapped up in this pitch. Popped up. Munson. This could be it. He's got room. He's waiting. The Yankee bench on the field. Yankees are the champions.
You know, Jerry, ever since Boston and through Kansas City, through the series, I listened to you every day in the newsroom, and you got me charged all up about this baseball team. Now, but I want to ask you one thing honestly. Was there ever the slightest little doubt?
Well, with 14 games behind the Red Sox in the latter part of July, there was a lot of doubt. And it was funny, I talked to so many fans down at City Hall today as we covered the parade, and a few of them asked me that, and I said, I'm ashamed to say it. I doubted it, but I learned my lesson. Never again.
I'll tell you, Jerry, there's just no question about how that crowd felt down at City Hall today. They loved their Yankees. Now, nobody that I talked to had the least doubt that the Yankees would repeat as champions.
All right, Steve, you gave an early estimate of 7,000 or 8,000. But it's got to be ashamed to admit that, because that was about 6 this morning. Right? But we didn't realize, because we were right smack in the middle of the crowd. We didn't have a vantage point, and it was hard to tell. But later on, when we saw the high shots from the camera on television, my goodness.
Well, it swelled overwhelmingly, too, by the time that the parade route and all the people behind the parade had gotten up to City Hall.
Yeah, and I had mentioned this earlier, but it bears repetition. You know, there was a lot of commotion there because of the crowd, and there was a time when we thought it might get out of hand, but really it was because of the close proximity. 99% of those people there were genuinely there to honor the team.
They were, and they were there to take pictures and try to talk to the players. I think they got a little overzealous, over-anxious.
I'm glad I was there.
Me too. Well, that concludes our special coverage of the Yankee comeback of 1978. I'm Steve Bosh, along with Jerry Girard. Good night to you.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go!
This special is brought to you by Manufacturers Hanover, where it's banking the way you want it to be.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Here we go again. I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy. Yankee Doodle Doodle die. Hurry alive, kiss of my Uncle Sam. Born on the 4th of July. Just to ride it, only I am the Yankee Doodle. I am a Yankee Doodle boy. I'm that boy.
A little afraid of it all. Look at the eyes. Fear is plainly written on Jay Golden's face as the crowd squeezes closer. He doesn't budge, but repeatedly urges Koch to call more cops. A little frightening even for a politician.
Well, you know, when people's personal safety is in jeopardy, that's real trouble. That's what...
Have you talked to Mr. Steinbrenner about renegotiating the lease?
Oh, well, I told Mr. Steinbrenner that we're delighted about the additional revenue the Yankees have brought to the city. This was a tremendous series, and it swelled our coffers, and we need it, and we're delighted.
Delighted he really wasn't as the people closed in. Still, he seemed relieved when more police officers did move to the front of City Hall as the ceremonies inched on.
Don't push it anymore. They got more cops. They got more coming. They just brought more in.
I want to share some things with you. If you just keep it quiet, please. Everybody wants to hear. People in the trees across the world, everybody wants to hear.
Thank you very much.
The affair was finally cut short. Golden and the others could retreat the steps with the Yankees into the secure sanctuary of City Hall. Even the trophy went out the back way as the crowd pushed to the front door. We're literally at the front door of City Hall right now, where a fist fight is broken out over here between a couple of fans. They just can't go any further. There's a virtual wall over there.
All right.
Just another day at City Hall. Roger Sharp, Channel 7.
All right.
Eyewitnesses.
He made it back in one piece, too. A party is still going on right now on behalf of the Yankees. In fact, this party is dedicated to the Yankees owner, George Steinbrenner, the man who brought the team the 2 championship victories with his trading on the open market. We don't know if he's there right now, but a lot of other people are at Studio 54, and as you can see, the lights and the sounds and the people are buzzing tonight. And when the Eyewitness News team returns you tonight, an air tragedy on the West Coast. A giant B-52 has crashed and burned in California. And Joel Siegel will tell us about the big gathering, the gathering of the